drills to the end zone, has a receiver, touchdown West Virginia.
Tony Mathis gets West Virginia on the board.
Chase Harlow with 90 seconds to go.
Welcome to this isn't week 12, episode 12 of the PRT Boys podcast. I'm your host, Quinn Robie. We are back.
We're
back. So we had, 3-4 week hiatus, I guess you could say.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It has
been a while since we've done this.
First of all, are we not going to point out the elephant in the room?
No, we're not.
Thanks to my mom for having these awesome flags
Shout
made.
out
It's
Quinn's
now going to
mom.
be put on the set every weekend. There's one up here. I already hung mine up. I think that one, is that one yours?
It's mine.
Yeah, so it's Griffin's. But we'll just be using mine, I guess, from here on out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I want to get to another elephant in the room. Or should I say elephant on campus. Literally 20 minutes ago, Bob Huggins we're just going to get we're just going to start right off the bat.
The intros. Y'all already know who we are.
It's Griffin. This is Andy. This is Camden.
Yeah. I'm Camden now.
So let's just get right in. Bob Huggins has fired his head assistant coach.
Yes.
Yes.
Deplorable
Not-
the past 4 games.
Not a surprise, but yes.
No, I can see
Yes,
that.
it is a surprise. So what's going to be interesting to see is Larry Harrison controls these substitutions. So is Bob not satisfied with who's getting playing time at what, or we don't know. No one knows right now what the source is as to why he's been fired. No one knows, and I doubt we will really know. Bob Huggins has his radio show tonight, so maybe we'll get something out of that. Who knows? I don't know. I just kind of saw it today, literally like 20 minutes ago. And I was kind of just shocked. I was like, oh, wow, okay, we're really just going to get started to go here. So,
I mean, we had to do something. Like, somehow had to change.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I didn't know if that was going to be that.
Okay, the last 2 games I sort of expected to be close.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, come on, it's Kansas, and then it's also Baylor. But the 2 games before that, I don't know exactly what happened there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just interesting to see that he's making a move like this.
Yeah, that's big.
This point of the season, and obviously it shows he wants to win. And actually, I just put Twitter. Bob Huggins is now trending on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He is.
So
I
I want to
can't
see
confirm.
why he's trending. I'm gonna click on this. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So I had my cousin who listens to the podcast, Seth. He had tweeted at me as soon as he found out, and said, "Hey, I want the inside scoop," and I pretty much tweeted who I think is going to replace him. Who I think is going to replace is Alex Ruoff, who played for Bob, or Deshaun Butler, who also played for Bob.
I don't see Bob Huggins on Twitter.
Huh?
I don't see him.
It's trending on my Twitter.
It is.
It may
Good
just
try.
be my feed. See,
Just look harder.
look.
Good try, Griffin.
So, but either way, that's who I think, may do it. But my cousin Seth, he has a great point. He said that he would stop subbing out Seth Wilson. I agree. Seth Wilson had last night came in. I left early. You were still there.
Mm-hmm.
What did he made? He was the one who made that 3 that brought it within 1 with 15 seconds left last night.
Do you want me to pretend like I remember, or
Yeah, Griff doesn't remember. Griff was half asleep for that game.
Griffin was very tired?
Griffin was very tired, and I have completely lost internet connection on my laptop.
Here, I got it.
So let's hope that this doesn't stop recording. It has not stopped recording, so we're still
Let's
going.
check the camera real quick just to make sure that is. Okay, we're still recording here, so.
Well, I've just lost
The
internet.
camera's not ran by the internet.
Yeah, cameras just ran off your phone.
I mean, just, you can never be so safe.
There we go. I got it back now. There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's just gonna bring us right into the segment of what's the future. What is the rest of the season? What does West Virginia have to do the rest of the season to get back to the top 25 team that we saw 2 to 3 weeks ago?
I mean, some
Shoot the
definitely.
goddamn ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, we're gonna have to cut out the GD word
Don't say that.
because
starting off 2023,
What?
right?
We're
you got to start for the future of the PRT boys.
Praise Jesus.
Let's not use that word.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, anyways, I don't know. Go ahead, Griffin. Elaborate on what.
Stevenson can't make a thing.
So I'm gonna counter that. Okay. Stevenson has had a rough 2 games.
3.
And I think it's just got to be. He's just got to find his groove. Last night he started to find the groove.
I need to see it.
Last night he started to get it a little bit, but it's just it's to the point where it's like, come on, you lost 4 straight as soon as you started Big 12 play. You dropped close one at Kansas State in overtime. You dropped a close one at Oklahoma State. You didn't. It wasn't a close one, but you dropped one to number 3 Kansas at home, and then you drop another close one last night to Baylor. People last night were saying stuff's got to change, and obviously Bob sees that stuff's got to change because he just went and fired his head assistant, who, might I add, was with him 8 years at Cincinnati and been with him 8 years here. They're best friends. That was not an easy decision for Bob.
Right.
So it's very interesting to see this happen right now, really. But I like that Bob's going to make a change. I'm going to call somebody out. I wish Neil Brown would take a note. I mean, for Pete's sakes, he's dropped 4. We dropped 4 in football like multiple times, and Neil just wouldn't do anything. You got to start doing something.
It seems that that WVU is like just 1 tick away from just being as great as they were at the beginning of the season. Like, as soon as they started, Big 12 matchups, you said yourself that like it was overtime against Kansas State, a close one against Oklahoma State. Kansas, I'm willing to just sort of write that off because it's Kansas.
Exactly.
And even that was a relatively close game for what it actually was. But with that aside, also it was a closer game with Baylor. Something within the weeks of December 22nd and the 31st, something changed there because that's at least when we started losing. But I think it started after we lost to Xavier because Navy was sort of a write-off. That was a huge win. But then UAB was a little bit shaky, 81-70, what was the final? And then we crushed Buffalo, but that was sort of expected. Stony Brook was also extremely anxious. I felt extremely anxious during that game.
Those are bye games. If WVU were losing those games, I would 100% be worried.
But still, Stony Brook, to me, I think that's closer than I would want Stony Brook to be. So somewhere between those 2 games, between Stony Brook and Kansas State, something happened there, and like you said, I'm glad that Bob Huggins is making a change this early. So something's ought to change. But like I said, they're 1 tick away, and I think that might be that 1 tick. Who knows? We'll find out.
I think
14th.
What you're gonna see with this firing of Harrison is you're gonna see these substitutions start to change. I would not even be surprised if you see Keidrian Johnson move out of the starting lineup and Joe Toussaint move up. Mm-hmm. Joe Toussaint put up 20 points last night and really put this team on his back last night. So I would not be surprised if you see Joe Toussaint move up. But Jimmy Bell is only getting 19 minutes a game. For a center, he's got to be getting more. Mm-hmm. Eric Stevenson is only getting 20 minutes a game. Mm-hmm. He's got to play more. Right. That's going to get him out of the slump, is playing more. And yes, fouls is a big issue with Eric. We know that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you tell him, hey, back off a little bit. Don't quit playing as aggressive, but back off a little bit. And when you're playing defense, you got to back off just a little bit. And I feel like that's going to get you. That's what I feel. But I'm no coach. Mm-hmm. But I've played basketball before. I know how the sport works, and it is what it is.
Like, I've never played basketball, and this is the first year I've actually started watching basketball sort of on a not a daily basis, but a more regular basis. But it seems like those things are just little things that we just need to tune up, and then we're not going to be killing teams, but we're already in a competitive spot. Yeah. But just these little tune-ups here and there could make the difference between a win and a loss. You really are very close to. You're 1 game away from being right back on track. So hopefully they can go to Norman, Oklahoma on Saturday, pick up a win. Oklahoma is the same record as West Virginia. I thought it was at noon. Did they move the time of the game? It says 8. On mine it says noon. Oh, that's when they come to us. I'm sorry. That's when they come to us is on Saturday. Okay.
So mine was screwed. So they go to Oklahoma, then they come back to play 17th ranked TCU.
That's gonna be scary.
And then they stay here and they're gonna play Texas at home. Then you're gonna go to Texas Tech and have to play. Then you got to come back home and play a very good Auburn team. The schedule is not easy from here on out because
It definitely isn't.
you have a chance to avenge these losses. Oklahoma State and Kansas State are going to be at home, so that's a plus. The only issue here is you really are going to have an issue with beating Baylor and Kansas on the road. But I think West Virginia can do it. I feel like maybe Harrison's firing is the way to get right back on track. It's very unfortunate that we're seeing this happen right now. It sucks. It really does. I don't know. I have no words really to say because this is the second straight year that this has happened.
Right.
I mean, and like I told Griffin, earlier today, if this happens again next year, is it possibly that it's time for Bob to go? If this happens again, you start Big 12 play out and you start losing 4 straight.
How long has he been with the team? Like,
Bob has been here forever.
Wow, yeah.
I get he's a Hall of Fame coach, but that's no excuse.
You're losing games. Something's gonna happen.
Yes, he's the third winningest coach of all time. That's no excuse.
Right.
He knows how to win. Why are you not winning?
Yeah.
If you know how to win, why are you not winning?
Like, you're a coach. You can't. It's not like a player like where you progressively get worse as you get older. Like he should be fine.
I wonder how much the new athletic director had to say in this Harrison decision.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something could have happened last night. Who knows? No one really knows. So we're going to see what happens within the coming days. Watch them probably beat Oklahoma, win out. That's probably what's going to happen.
I mean, I feel like the turnaround period for this change is
Right now.
right now and after we play Oklahoma because, we have what's today? We have 2 days before the Oklahoma game, and 4 more days before TCU, and I think TCU is going to be the big test game, to where I feel like that's where we have to get most our ducks in a row before we pretty much get.
If you can pick up a win against TCU,
What?
Ducks, okay.
I mean, really.
Most ducks in a row.
You get what I'm saying.
I mean, I got you. Yeah. Just,
No, I mean, you pick up a win against TCU.
That's.
I mean that's rather huge. They're 17.
Yeah.
And then after that you play number 10 Texas.
The good thing that's really saving us right now is this Pitt win.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt is playing really good basketball right now. Pitt is playing really.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Come on, man.
Didn't they
what?
just lose?
Come on, man.
Didn't they just
What do you mean?
lose?
To Duke,
Oh,
but they
true.
They held
That's
with
true.
Duke
Yeah,
the
it
whole
was
game.
close. I didn't see that.
What was the final?
I'll find out.
I think like 83-70 something.
That's not bad.
Um,
That makes our win against Pitt look like outstanding.
our because it was at Pitt.
Outstanding.
Yeah, it was at Pitt. They're
This
and we beat Pitt pretty handsomely too.
We did.
Like almost.
So
I think
okay,
it was by 50.
so it was an 8-point
Close.
win for
8
Duke.
point?
It was 77-69,
Okay.
but this was at Cameron Indoor.
Mhm.
To win by that, they were leading at half too.
Yeah.
I don't know. This Pitt team seems pretty decent to me.
Well, we beat him.
Huh?
Beat him.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying. If
and-
you can get back on track, you have big wins
Yeah.
And-
fought.
some pretty good losses as well
Yeah.
to keep you on track. So Bob's just going to have to find something new here. So I'm really interested to see what happens here. I just think it's a very odd timing for a staff coaching change to happen.
I mean, it is sort of in the middle of the year. I know we have a long way to go. So I mean, if it's I guess that this is like the latest I would.
Sleep.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
If a coaching change if a coaching change were to happen, I feel like this is probably like the latest you could probably get before it's like you're in the latter half of the year, February, March.
No.
This is like the latest I would want a coaching change for it to actually like mean
Right.
something and change something.
Yeah. So,
that's fair.
So the official statement says The Department of Intercollegiate Athletics has parted ways with men's basketball associate head coach Larry Harrison. Harrison has spent the last 16 seasons on the Mountaineer basketball staff, including the last 13 as associate head coach. He was in his 24th season overall on Huggins' coaching staff after spending 8 with him in Cincinnati. Since 1989, Harrison was a part of 16 bids to the NCAA tournament, 3 NIT bids. During Harrison's tenure, Cincinnati advanced to the Final Four once 1992 and the Elite Eight twice 1993 and 1996. West Virginia won the 2010 Big East Championship and advanced to 10 NCAA tournaments, including the 2010 Final Four and the 5 NCAA Sweet 16s. Coach Huggins just said, "I want to thank Larry for his years of service to Mountaineer basketball, and I wish him well in his future endeavors."
Yeah.
What a typical coach is going to say. Because I'm starting to think after actually reading that, I don't know if Bob had anything to do with this. I really think it could be Ren Baker.
It could have been.
No, Ren wouldn't do that. You just
Yeah, and I'm sure if
Oh.
Bob really wanted him to stay, they wouldn't have got rid of him.
Yeah.
He probably said like,
So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see who replaces him. I would assume it would be not as associate head coach, but I would assume Alex Ruoff, because the guy went and played professional basketball overseas for X number amount of years, but played here. So technically he's a graduate assistant here,
Right.
but he's like 30-some years old. So I'd assume he moves up into that role, and that would not be a bad option. The players obviously like Alex, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's just big news coming out of Morgantown today. I did not expect anything like that. Maybe after a couple more losses, you could expect something like that, but
We're not gonna have Neil Brown like witch hunt type stuff just yet. If stuff like this keeps going, we're gonna see like pitchforks coming out rather soon.
yeah. But and then yesterday, the other big news out of Morgantown, which we talked about the first couple episodes, was Jose Perez. The NCAA, they don't like student athletes. They're not here for student athletes. They're here for themselves. They're here for their egos.
They're here from
They denied his second waiver, so he can either just not play at West Virginia in total and move on to his professional career, or he can stay a year. I really hope he stays. I'd love to see Jose, because you're going to lose Eric, because Eric's a fifth-year senior. You're going to lose Emmett. You're going to lose Trey. Yeah, those are big losses, but I feel like you get Jose Perez. You get Jose Perez, you have the guys on the bench as well. Plus, you're going to have some of these commits. I think you're still going to have a very talented team, and I think the future is bright. So, hoping Jose Perez stays, we shall see. Not much to really talk about there, except the NCAA is just not for student athletes. That's just my opinion. You all can disagree with me if you want, but it's evident. Because, the transfer portal in football, it's obviously a big deal, and it's a big deal in basketball too. These players want to transfer. I'm going to use Jalen Bridges, for example. He transferred, and his reasoning was because West Virginia didn't give him the space to develop his career for basketball, so he wanted to move. In other words, he was not happy with the playing time and the skills he was getting. Jose's reason to transfer was Manhattan fired his head coach 10 days before the season started. He didn't obviously want to play for the new coach, so he left. That's a reasonable excuse.
Yeah.
But yet, Jalen Bridges doesn't have to sit a year, but a kid like Jose Perez has to sit a year. It just does not make sense to me.
They're very inconsistent.
There's no sense being made here. And the NCAA has to see that, and they don't. Whatever's going to make them money is all they care about.
I mean, look at how many bowl games there are. Like, all that money is going to go...
It doesn't go to them.
It's going to go to the sponsors, but it's definitely going to go... at least some of the money is going to go...
It doesn't go to the NCAA at all.
It doesn't?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It goes to the bowl committee.
Well, then that
It doesn't go to the
shoots down my
NCAA.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
No, it just doesn't make any sense at all. No. Why can't Jose not play? Granted, we'd only get him for like 2 months, but still, we could use him right now. We've lost 4 straight. We could use the guy.
We could. We definitely could.
Yes,
I mean,
okay.
it just doesn't make sense to me at all.
No. That's corporate America for you.
No.
And it just enrages me that a kid is just trying to finish his college career and get to the professional level, Yet they won't let him. They want him to sit a year. The kid can't. You can't sit your whole life. We can't all be like Stetson Bennett and wait till we're 28 years old to win a national championship. Okay, 2. We're not getting to that yet. I want to talk about Stetson Bennett as least as possible.
Oh my god.
But
can I just comment about my experience?
Wait till we get there.
Okay, fine.
But it's just the fact of Jose Perez. Like, the kid has done absolutely nothing to deserve this.
Mm-hmm.
It enrages me.
It's a heartbreaker for sure. So, you know.
It is what it is. But so yeah, West Virginia basketball. Some changes are going to be made very, very soon.
Well, what do you mean? They've already made a pretty large change.
I think there's going to be more coming. I would not be shocked.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's one pretty large change that had already happened.
So this is funny. So one of the new ESPN articles is, where does Jose Perez rank starting the 2023-2024 transfer ratings?
15.
The dude averaged like 24 points a game at Manhattan. He also played at Marquette before Manhattan. So it's not like, he just... Oh, that's actually great. Peyton Hillis is breathing on his own, no longer on a ventilator.
Oh, good.
That guy maybe had the worst Madden curse possibly ever to be known to man. Yeah. We'll get to that stuff later. But, yeah. I don't know. West Virginia basketball is really sinking. I hate this. The PRT Boys podcast is just like a depression podcast now. Like, it's just
gonna be.
It's awful.
Or the first half of it, like the first season. This is. I'm saying this is the start of season 2 because there was a bit of a break.
It's not season 2.
No.
Do you get what I'm? Okay.
Season 2.
The end of the school year will be season 1 because we won't record.
Fine.
We may not record for the summer. Who knows?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass.
We'll see though.
We all live in different
We will
states.
see.
Dude, you can do it over like a
Yeah,
Zoom call or
Zoom, and then
something.
he can do all the editing. We don't have
Yeah,
to worry.
we
I
can do
used to
the
do
Zoom
all the
call.
editing.
Yeah, perfect.
I know me and Camden do the least work.
No.
Camden edits the voice podcast.
Yeah.
Sure.
You do nothing.
No, I do the voice. Andy does the camera. Griffin sits on his fat butt all day and eats food.
Football and basketball.
I also do the.
Okay, for those listeners that don't know, so yesterday we go to class, right? And I'm like, yo, Andy, let's get Wardle wings after class. Andy's like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Griff, you want to go with us? Griff's like, dude, I just ate. I won't eat. He's like, okay. I was like, you can just go to sit with us. Well, I order. I get done with putting in my order. I turn around and he goes, I think I'm going to get something. I'm like, yeah, just get a set of fries. Nah, he gets a whole cheeseburger.
No, tell them about the actual ordering process.
Dude, okay, so it took Griffin about 15 years just to order because he kept adding a drink.
I kept adding
A second drink.
No, mind you, I was in line, 2 people behind, right? He's there filling with the kiosk, right? I had enough time to go up, order my entire order, and leave and put my stuff down. This guy is still at the damn kiosk, fiddling with the friggin' screen. And finally, Quinn had to help him, and just like, come on, it's a kiosk at World of Wings. Come on.
It's okay, Griff.
That was one of 5 meals I had yesterday. Let me just give you a rundown. Give you all a rundown of what I ate yesterday. For breakfast, to go to the dining hall, get about 3 eggs, home fries, French toast, and a cinnamon roll, and a good glass of orange juice. That was breakfast.
What about pancakes? Did you say pancakes?
That was the day before.
Yeah, the day before we had pancakes, after it came out of statistics.
Don't you?
And then,
God, 8:30 in the
about
morning.
2:30, had Chick-fil-A, large Coke.
Right before
Chicken
SCP.
Yep, chicken sandwich and a large waffle fry. After that, get a burger from World of Wings. And a Coke. Oh no, I got a lemonade at World of Wings. Really good lemonade.
Yeah, he did get a lemonade.
Then, go to the basketball game. I'm like, you know what, I'm hungry. Got an order of chicken tenders and fries. Demolished that. Like, none of it was gone. And then got back, and then about midnight, I decided to DoorDash 3 beefy melt burritos from Taco Bell. I didn't tell you that.
Bro, you didn't order me any?
No.
Oh!
And...
Dude, you should have asked me what I wanted, bro.
And at insult to injury, at 1:30, I threw up.
Oh, God.
It's funny.
All over my toilet.
Great job.
I thought you were going to say your bed. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
that's awful.
No, I threw up on my bed.
Glad you made it to the toilet. I will say that.
I know. It was one of those where you have to like run and you catch it. I caught it in my mouth.
No, all right. The viewers are really gonna be. I'm so sorry.
This is more than a
No,
depression
so we're good.
podcast. This
is now just turned into something else.
You yelling
Wow.
for not- you
All
yelling.
right, Griff. Your talking privilege has been taken.
Headphones on.
No.
I want to get that.
No,
Because you
you're
can't
not.
hear
You're
anything.
done.
I just have it on for the mic purposes. I'm gonna change it over
done.
to some college basketball.
Talking about the mic real quick. Quinn had forgotten his.
I forgot my adapter.
So we're still gonna figure out what audio to use. Whether it be the camera audio from
This
my
one should
phone,
be fine.
Or it should. I'm gonna like I don't know.
This one should be fine.
Just go.
Either way.
We're good.
Anyways, West
So
Virginia basketball is sort of in a slump right now.
sorta, they are.
They are in a slump right now, and maybe stuff will actually change, and we'll beat the crap out of Oklahoma. Hopefully, maybe. Let's
So,
just Anyways, okay.
I'll change. You know what? I'll just change. Let's. Who's gonna be the coach to replace Chris Beard at Texas?
Your guess is good as mine.
I think with how coaching goes in the college realm, it could be legitimately anybody that's on the market.
John Calipari.
I mean,
No. Why?
Big 12 is better than SEC. In basketball.
But
He's
Texas
not
is
going to leave Kentucky.
He's gonna get
Texas is
fired.
going to the SEC.
Huh?
He's gonna get
He's
fired.
not going to get fired. He's got a bad class right now. He can't do anything about it. Basketball teams go with the ins and outs. It's just what it is. It's not like football. He's not going to leave.
I don't know.
Texas.
I don't know.
Kentucky's a bigger program than.
They haven't been very big.
No, Kentucky's a bigger program than about 3/4 of the teams in the Big 12. There's about like 2 teams that are bigger.
I saw a tweet yesterday. I don't know who it is, so I can't give him credit. The worst team in the Big 12 could beat the best team in the SEC right now.
I don't agree.
I guess the worst team would be West Virginia.
West Virginia or Iowa State? Well,
Iowa State could probably not.
Yeah.
West Virginia, they could.
We would get murdered by Alabama.
West Virginia easily
we're
could.
gonna find out in 3 years.
I don't
It's
know.
Football.
Yeah.
It's football. Which I bet you they buy that contract out. But that's a discussion for another time.
What does that mean?
They'll buy the contract out. Hey, we'll give you X amount of... How much money do you want to... Let's not play this game.
Why?
They essentially pay Alabama. I wouldn't want to play Alabama with the program looking like this.
I want to see Nick Saban in person, so.
I've seen Nick
I'll just
Saban
take you to
person.
Tuscaloosa. Oh,
That's literally on file. So
Games in Tuscaloosa are extremely nice.
I'll get that off of there, please.
I will be honest.
I want to wear it.
Uh-oh. When did
Can I buy that off you?
When?
No.
When did you get that?
I didn't get it.
Yesterday at the game. If you'd have
That
went,
is dope. That is that is
check out the new
amazing.
chain. Drippy chain, as my girlfriend would say.
Does Maddie want hers?
Yes,
Also,
Maddie
by
wants hers.
the way, can you since we're using that mic, can you like move the headset so
It's
it's not
fine.
like
Dude, it was fine. It
Did
wasn't
Gary get
covering.
one?
I still had...
Did Gary
Still-
get one?
Oh, okay.
Gary did not go to the game either.
Can I just wear it,
No.
please?
You're going to break it.
I'm not gonna break it.
You're going to break it. You
I'm
break,
not gonna break
you
the
break
chain.
everything you touch.
Just let me wear it once.
You break everything you touch.
I don't break it.
Maybe at the end of the podcast, if you're a good kid, I'll let you.
Stop. Let's wear it now.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
So,
Wait, hold on. I have an ultimatum for you. Or maybe not an ultimatum, I don't know. If you do not swear for the rest of the podcast...
oh yes, I'll let you wear it at the
You-
end of the
you'll-
podcast.
you'll get
I'll
to
let you
wear
wear
it
it
by
for
the
your
end.
hockey segment. Okay, so you got to be clean. The rest of the podcast.
Okay, shake on
Fine.
it. Shake on it.
I'm not shaking.
You got to shake on it.
No, come on.
Shake on it or it's not good. All right.
There it is.
I will let you wear it for your whole hockey segment.
Can I just wear it for the whole thing?
No.
No,
The
not the
second
whole
I
thing.
say a curse word, I'll take it off. How about
No.
that? That's fine.
No.
No, because you're not.
You're not
'cause-
earning
no.
it.
Yeah, you're not.
you
All right.
Can I just look at it?
No, we're gonna
It's
shift.
right there if you
Let's
want.
shift to a little bit of college football. This is the last time we're gonna talk about it, probably for a little bit.
Dun, 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 dun.
I've actually got something planned for you guys.
Oh God,
Bit of surprise, but
Dude,
that's,
him with
but that's for
college
later.
football's never good.
That's for later.
No.
That's for later.
dude, this guy's an Alabama bandwagon.
Yes.
This is awful. What?
What? Did you win the bowl mania or something? Is that what you?
Have you
Okay,
even
okay, look,
tallied them up
look.
yet?
I did tally them.
Oh, sweet. He did
Yes,
tally them up.
So
Sweet.
I did it. I did it earlier today.
Well, how about you tally the score? How about you say the scores and then we'll talk about the national championship?
And then who won? Well, who won the ESPN one? I'll look at that. While you
Start.
go ahead, tell us who
Okay,
won,
okay.
and I'm gonna look at the
But
ESPN
no,
one.
this is what I had the surprise for. This is something that I've never done. But Okay, so
Did you do
where'd
like
it go? Where'd it go?
Did you do everything from the season?
So, okay,
Did he?
I have cards. I've drawn these, but these
Dude,
are,
you must have gotten really bored.
bro. I had like after our last class, we had like what?
Go on.
Anyways, so Quinn,
Dude. Okay, hang on. I just want to say, Andy got first in the college freaking pick'em.
Really?
Gary got. Me and Gary tied for last.
What did I get?
Where am I? Oh, it's me.
You're third.
I'm East
Camden got
third.
second. Yeah,
No,
you got third.
yeah, I'm second.
I know, I got
So
Wow, we were all terrible.
I went 20.
yeah,
20.
a lot of upsets actually
23,
happened. All right,
20.
what do you want me to do? Pick a card.
Okay, so pretty much, I have cards here, right?
Yeah.
And you open them, and it'll tell you, who placed fourth, third,
Okay, this is actually kind of cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I like
This is
that.
actually kind of cool.
Okay.
I do
So
like
looks
this.
you just
Yeah.
blew it.
All right, let me
You have
pick.
4
Come on,
cards?
let the host
Okay, how many
pick.
cards do you have?
Okay, so here you go.
Is that Quinn's?
So that-
Don't open it.
That is fourth place.
Fourth
Okay, and
place.
I
Is
want
this
Quinn to announce
this
it.
Bowmania or your Bowmania?
This is what
Okay,
we
no.
did here.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
the
open
same
it.
thing.
Yeah,
Here we
yeah,
go.
so open it.
Fourth place is.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah.
Okay, tell them the score percentage. I did
Okay.
did all this.
Okay, Gary was 15 for 43 and 34%.
No.
Hmm,
Oh.
not good.
Whoa.
You know, he was
Let him do
22%
third.
in college
It's
pickup.
him.
So,
You want to do third?
Because it's you.
well, it's all gonna be the same. So it's gonna be me.
Third place was Quinn.
Oh.
16 of 43 with a 37%.
Yeah,
efficiency.
it's gonna be the same because we all
Well,
did
did
the
you
same
get
picks
16 for
on here.
Yeah.
Andy got first.
Second place?
Just
Which one do
Let
you
me
want?
open one.
Andy got first.
Where
I'm
am
not-
I? I didn't even go.
Second place is. We already know. Griffin tied with me. What? Interesting. With
Thank you.
21 for 43? 48%?
Yeah, and I went.
Did you really not get one?
25 to 43.
Huh?
Did you really not get one?
No, I wanted.
You got there like 2 minutes after
I
me.
know, I wanted one so bad.
They had a whole box left. Did
I-
you even go down there?
Yes! They were out. I told you.
Well, you can't have it, but you can wear it.
So
But you cannot have it.
Can I
I'll
buy
give you
it off
$100
Maddie?
for that.
No, she will not give it to you.
She
She,
wouldn't let me buy it off
no,
her?
she likes it.
Like, I couldn't even buy it off her.
No.
Can you bring up the idea?
No, she won't.
Can you just say Griffin will buy it off her?
Griffin!
No, she'll say no.
Let's go.
That's fine if
dude.
she says no, but can you ask?
No,
Why?
because.
Well, the point is,
All right, point is,
somehow I won.
Andy
the-
won bowl pick'em. It's
Yeah.
rigged. I'm telling you, it's rigged. It's all rigged.
Bro,
Definitely
if, if you want to tally him up,
I'm-
be my
dude,
guest.
I'm joking.
I'm just
So,
saying.
We know
okay.
I have a trade proposition for you.
Oh my god.
Trade?
what?
Do you want the Bob Huggins rally towel?
No,
Wow.
I do not.
Wow.
Good try. Good try.
I have a Hall of Fame poster. I want my chain.
But the towel, I'm just saying.
He also has a Bob Cup. Like,
I also have a Bob Cup
I-
right
I have
We
behind
a
all
Bob
have
Cup
Bob
as
Cup.
well.
we all have a Bob Cup, but still,
Bob
Bob Cups are Bob Cups are made.
So here we go in Columbus, Ohio. We're tip underway between Minnesota and Ohio State.
Oh wow, okay. We're
Value
just
City
jumping
Arena?
Right into this.
Minnesota going to dribble the ball over to the left-hand side. We're just going to commentate. Oh, wow, that's a foul and a half. Good God. And here's a prime example. The NCAA cannot hire
I don't like
efficient
how they-
referees.
I don't like the all access thing they do.
No.
They do this on the FS1 channel. They always show the
Is it the whole game?
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
They do it. It's the whole coverage too.
Do they mic the coaches up?
No.
Yeah, they're probably mic'd
How
up.
much are the WVU chains on eBay? There's gotta be some.
Whoa.
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, they're mic'd up.
Oh, that's cool actually.
Yeah, but it's all good.
So Minnesota just missed a shot. So now Ohio State's going to dribble the ball over to the left-hand side again. See what happens here. Ohio State, they're pretty good this year.
I can't believe you got
So-
this chain. I'm so disappointed.
I really don't know how you didn't get one.
I didn't get one. I was right there.
All right, so either way,
We just got ADHD.
yeah,
slapped
we
in the
did
face.
really bad.
Can
So-
I complain about Georgia for
No.
like 5 minutes, please?
No.
I had so much salt that night.
So, I went to the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Okay.
How was the experience? How was the run us
Experience
through
was
the day.
great. Coastal Carolina's campus is beautiful. I had 100% transfer there if they had a sports media major. They don't. Trust me, I already looked. It's a beautiful campus. But what's the future of Marshall? They got to find a quarterback.
Game wasn't all that
Cam
entertaining.
Fancher had a great first half. Had a stellar first half. And he came out of the locker room and just sucked.
They still
So,
won.
huh?
They still won.
Dude, possibly the worst team in college football came back on them.
Still won.
So you won't take anything for this chance.
No, Griffin. I want my chain.
I mean, it was.
I'm
Bro,
keeping my chain.
Can you just not about the chain?
It's so disappointing. I love this thing. I really wanted one. And then we got it.
If you ask one more time, you're gonna have to take it off.
Yeah. Ask one more time, you're taking it off.
Can I ask a side question?
No.
What's the side
Is
question?
there any merch of mine
No.
that you really like
No.
that you've seen?
No. Because I make fun of you every time I see you
No,
with what you're wearing.
But I've got some good stuff.
No, you don't.
I
Okay,
do.
in your mind. Anyways, back to the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Cam Fancher had a great first half. The only thing is, he can't really pass.
No.
He was 10 for 20 for only 93 yards. He also fumbled the very first drive of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
So it's they still won by 2 touchdowns, but they gotta, I don't know. They gotta find a new quarterback, and I don't know.
But I mean, let's just be real here for a second. Marshall is in the FBS, or is it?
So is every other
Yes.
school that makes a bowl.
Or, no,
Where are you going with this?
they're not in the SEC or Big 12 or
They're in the group of 5
yeah, but still they're in a lower division
in the Fun Belt.
in the Sun Belt. Yes, that's
Fun
what I
Belt.
was. That's
It's not the
what I
Sun
was
Belt,
on
it's the
about.
Fun
Okay,
Belt.
so where's this going?
My point is, they're not gonna have like a Bryce Young or like a Trevor Lawrence when he was with Clemson. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna have
Counterpoint.
Can you pick it?
Can you pick it?
Hold on.
Cole Pennington,
Ooh.
I mean,
son of former NFL quarterback Chad Pennington, who also played at Marshall. I'm telling you, it's there. They just haven't seen it yet.
I mean, to be fair,
And
I might also be underestimating.
I
Marshall
totally
by a
miss.
ton.
So they did like a first intro video for both teams, and they had like the star player for both teams.
Yeah.
So they made them do the video, and I have not found the video yet. And I really wish I could, so I could show you all. But Henry Colomby, who was the quarterback at Marshall, then got benched for Cam Fancher. It was like herd country, let's ride. That's what he said. Okay. He didn't even make the trip to Myrtle Beach.
Really?
Do you know how awkward that was to sit there and be like, this guy's not even here? Like, at one point in the season, he was their guy, and now he's not even with them. And then today he declares for the NFL draft, which, whatever team picks him up, whew, that front office, man, they got to be rough. It's probably going to be Philly. But that was a good one.
Got him.
That was a good one. He like
Got
immediately
him.
like no. But whatever front office would happen to pick up not Cam Fancher, but Henry Colomby is, wow.
I don't like how you use the Eagles to.
You're sitting right
I
there.
don't
It's
like how-
wide
I
open.
don't like how you use the Eagles to play with my emotions. You do it all the time.
I mean, it's,
Because
it's
you
so
react
easy.
like that. You
It's
react
so
that way.
easy.
Because you.
You want to complain more? I'll take the chain away.
Yeah, don't take the chain.
Like okay, you can make fun of the
It's not like
Cavs, but still,
it
wouldn't be as funny.
Bastard.
you can make fun of the Cavs. It wouldn't be as funny,
It's
right?
no.
Because I'm also a Cavs fan,
So
right?
so upset you have that.
Oh my
That
God,
makes me
bro.
so mad.
Oh, look at the sparkle.
I know it's so beautiful.
I'm gonna wear this to the club next
You know
time.
what you do? Quinn, you know everyone that goes here. Find someone that doesn't want theirs.
I don't know everyone who goes here.
Find someone with the
You
chain.
just know
I'll
everyone
buy
who lives
it.
in Seneca.
Yeah, I just know everyone who lives in Seneca because it's practically my whole high school. But you know.
That's
If you,
about it,
if
really.
you see someone that doesn't want it, just let me know. I will buy it off of them. I will spend upwards of $10.
I can tell you for one, no one is gonna sell
no
that
one's gonna sell it
for
for
$15.
$15.
That's at least worth 500, dude. It's real gold. 24 karat.
Yep, I'm sure it is.
It's actually 48 Carat.
Garrett.
Garrett.
It's Garrett Gold.
Garrett Gold. 48 Garrett. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Either way, okay. Back to the point.
Yes.
Henry Colomby is just kind of. It was just kind of funny because I was like, oh my gosh. Which the report hadn't come out yet, but I was there because I have two guys I went to high school with plays for Marshall. So I was like, I want to go over, watch them come in and say hi to them. So I went over. They got off the bus and I got to talk to them. And I noticed I was like, I don't see. There's my dad. He's probably calling me about Larry Harrison. No.
Hello.
Hey, I'm recording really quick. I'll call you after. Bye.
Bye.
Quinn's dead, everybody!
Yeah. God, I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Dad. But Henry Columby is like, I knew he went there because I didn't see him get off the bus. I'm like,
Right.
Okay. One, either he cut his hair really short because he had really long hair. Mm-hmm. Two, I'm really dumb and don't know what he looks like. Or three, he's just not here, and he wasn't here. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. But Cam Fancher is not the future quarterback of Marshall. I can tell you that right now.
No.
And it's gonna lead me to my next point as Graham Harrell has left West Virginia. We don't have an offensive coordinator currently.
No.
Opens up
They interviewed somebody, and it happened to be Clint Trickett, who's Marshall's offensive coordinator, played quarterback here. He denied the job. Granted, I would too, because he's likely, Neil Brown's going to get fired within a year, and then,
Hey,
Neil
give
Brown's.
the guy a shot.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, no, he's the guy.
I mean,
I've seen more losses than 4 wins. I think I'm good.
When you put it like that.
But, there's Sean McNeil, former West Virginia guard, sitting right there, rubbing his gorgeous face on a Gatorade towel.
this is the most ADHD.
This is
episode.
This is so weird. I don't like this. You're right. I don't like this. Fox
We
Sports 1 All Access
have
stuff.
no set thing. We're just bouncing.
I don't
all
have
over
it.
the
I
place.
really don't have a paper typed up. Like, I have no idea what segment we're going to next. Who knows? But we really should get to the point. Either way, the point is,
we're talking about Marshall.
the
okay?
point is, well, I transitioned to West Virginia, back to West Virginia.
Oh, gosh. Kill me.
So-
I just want to complain about Georgia.
Here's my point that I'm gonna
Move
make.
your feet, Andy. You're up in my face.
So the next point is,
Relax.
I'm gonna tell you all this right now, and I may be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
There will not be an offensive coordinator next year for WVU. Neil Brown
Do you think it's gonna be
will
Neil
not
Brown?
hire anybody because he will control his own destiny.
That's honestly
I can
that's.
see it. But
I was
Because he
gonna pose
called the
question.
plays. He called the plays before Graham Harrell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. It's
No,
definitely
it's what's gonna happen. I mean, they would have already announced by now.
I mean,
You're almost a week after the whole college football season's done. Pretty much a month after everybody else is done. It's gonna happen. He's gonna call the plays. He's gonna control his own destiny, and maybe that's what they need. I don't know, but
Well, there was a guy from my high school. He was getting recruited when I was a sophomore.
Really?
And, James Franklin came to my high school for Penn State and recruited him, and he was at Penn State for 2 years, and he entered the transfer portal, and he's coming here.
I was gonna. That was literally was the. So you know the guy.
You gotta get
Fatuma. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally happened today. Neil also picked up a wide receiver from NC State. So that's going to fill that. Then they came out and said that there will be a quarterback battle, and it's going to be between 3 quarterbacks. I literally read this earlier today. It's going to be between Nico Marchio, Garrett Green, and Sean Boyle.
Yeah.
Which me and Andy happen to know Sean. Sean sits right next to us in psych class. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
very nice.
So yeah, it's going to be between those 3. They think Sean. I doubt it's going to be Sean because he is a freshman. But he's an early enrollee, so maybe something happens. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Most likely, I would probably.
I would assume since the very last game they played, I would assume the starter is going to be Nico, but Garrett may win it. Who knows?
I mean, I personally think it's going to be Garrett.
I personally,
I mean,
think it should be Nico. Nico
Yes.
can throw a lot better. Yeah.
I mean, Nico has the arm and definitely like the height over
And
Garrett
The legs.
and the legs. But
He
still,
has everything Garrett has.
But better.
But exactly,
But
but
Garrett
better.
has the more experience. That's the only thing
Not
that I'm
really.
saying.
Hardly.
Barely.
What's
started out, like,
what's
3
the gap between them? Like
Garrett's-
age-wise.
I mean, age-wise, yeah, it's different,
Yeah.
but
Experience.
so Garrett came out of high school, and in high school he ran an RPO run-first offense. Nico was a quarterback, hey, I'm a dual-threat quarterback, I'm going to control this thing kind of offense.
Okay.
Okay. But with Neil's recent decision-making, I'm going to have to really, it's probably going to be Garrett. I really hope it's Nico. If you see where I'm going.
I mean, like, I hope it's Nico as well. Just,
You're a big Garrett guy. I don't know.
I'm not saying I don't like.
He's a big Garrett guy. He's a big Garrett guy.
Yeah.
I like them both. I'm just saying there's.
No, I get what you're saying.
There's a difference between what I want it
No,
to
I-
be
no,
and
I-
what I think it's gonna be.
No,
I think
I-
it's gonna be Garrett. I hope it's Nico.
Yeah, that's not what you're saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I don't know. So that's interesting. But, you know, I wish today we could be talking about how this WVU football team only lost 10 points to the national champions. Except we're going to sit here and talk about how Stetson Bennett absolutely obliterated TCU
Please.
and really showed everybody, yeah, I'm that guy.
He's the 20.
He's that guy. He's that guy.
He's that guy, and I
Stetson's that guy.
absolutely despise him.
Oh,
Let me say this. The mailman delivered.
I mean, he dominated a bunch of 19-year-olds as a 25-year-old.
Will he be a good NFL quarterback? No.
No. Oh my God, no! I hope not.
If anything, he'll be good for like 3 years.
No.
Then he'll already be old.
No.
Like,
He won't.
no, he's not.
Oh, my back.
No, he won't.
He's gonna
I
be
could-
he's gonna be in the league for like 30 seconds. First play, he's gonna get clobbered by any offensive or defensive lineman, and just get clobbered. And I would love just to see him just wheeled off in a stretcher.
It would be great. But
See the Eagles.
I don't know.
drafting him.
that national championship, I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't. Can we just
We're not
skip
gonna
it?
talk about
Can
it.
we just skip it? Because it was awful. It was awful to watch.
was
And you know what kept
embarrassing.
getting on my nerves is every commercial break, they'd play that stupid Burger King commercial. I swear to God.
Have it your way.
If I'm gonna watch Marshall's on ESPN, Marshall basketball's on ESPN2 tonight. If I watch this game and I hear that freaking commercial one time, I'm going in there to my bathroom and I'm taking a shoelace with that shower pole and I'm hanging myself.
How enjoyable was it when I was singing it in PRT when it was dead silent? That was so
Dude, I was so ready to just stand up and whack him across the face, which I really should right now, but I'm not going to because I love you, Griff.
Whopper, chicken, double, triple, Whopper.
All right, cut it out. But either way,
I like it.
the college football season's done. We're done now.
It is. No
It's unfortunate. I hate it. But now we're on to college basketball.
No more.
Yes.
No more college hoops.
No, we're done. I was going to transition into let's, you know how a couple weeks ago you all were like, oh, Steelers suck. They won't have a winning season.
They lost.
Coach T
They
proved
lost
again
the
that
playoff
he's
spot.
that
Oh,
guy.
he is the
Look,
guy.
look,
But
I will give the Steelers credit where credit is due. Where
We're going to get to your Eagles in a minute. I'm not doing this on purpose.
problem
We're going to talk
where-
about them in the playoffs here in a minute. We're going to break down the playoffs. So don't freak out and sit there and get all upset because I'm not talking about your
The
Eagles.
problem-
I'm
We
talking
will
about
get
the Eagles.
there.
The
talking
problem
about how
was
you
Chase Claypool.
look,
The problem
He
was,
was the
I strongly believe that. And, I mean, so the last, you know, what, they won, lost 2 of the last 6?
They were 2-9 with him, 6-2 without him.
Yeah. It also helps that we got TJ back, too.
Nope.
So here's what's got to happen is I'm starting to believe that they're going to keep Matt Canada.
He did better.
Great.
He did better.
Great. Whoop-de-doo.
give it up
Yeah,
for
the
them.
only thing, he didn't call the plays on those game-winning
Oh,
drives.
exactly, because no huddle offense.
It was in the Ravens game. Kenny Pickett made a motion to the sideline like this, like he couldn't hear. No, he could hear.
Yeah, he's just like,
He was just doing that so he could call his own plays.
fair enough.
Smart move. So Kenny Pickett is the guy for the Steelers.
gonna cook.
I feel like a few weeks ago we talked, is Kenny Pickett the guy? Yeah, he's
Yes.
the guy for the Steelers. I'm going to put it this way, and this isn't me bashing your Dolphins at all, but if he would have not thrown that pick,
But he did.
but he did, but if he wouldn't have, you would be sitting where I'm sitting, and I'd be sitting where you're sitting.
But am I?
You guys never switch seats.
No. Oh, my God.
Metaphorically,
The Steelers would be
it's-
in the playoffs,
Oh.
and the Dolphins would be out.
Yes.
So, to be 9-8 on a rebuild year with a rookie
it's
quarterback,
really not that bad.
No.
I'm pleased.
And-
I don't even care that we missed the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
And comparatively speaking to where they were before Kenny Pickett actually started, like the start of the season was absolutely deplorable.
I mean, it was awful.
It was horrible.
It was awful.
And then when Kenny came in,
It was still awful.
he was
Well,
awful. He was
okay,
bad for the first
he was-
It was
Yeah.
Chris. I think Chris Collinsworth said
Ever
this.
since Biden-
He got thrown out in the pits of God knows what.
Yeah.
He got thrown to the wolves in the first
Hey,
game.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
no rookie should be having
No.
to. Why do you think the NFL, when they make this schedule, they don't put the top teams against? They don't do
Yeah.
that. they don't put the top teams against rookies that they think are going to start. They
Right.
put them in the middle because they were like, oh, well, if Kenny Pickett plays, he's going to have to. No, Matt Canada was like, let me just throw him out here against the Buffalo Bills and let me have him throw.
First
Josh
game.
Allen versus
Kenny Pickett.
you know.
Did he? I'm going to look. Keep going with your point, Andy.
But I mean, to throw Kenny Pickett basically to the wolves against the Bills, and of course, when you have a start like that, you're going to be rattled for a good bit. He didn't start that great. He threw a few picks. He didn't win.
More than a few.
I mean, but still, he didn't win as many games as we'd liked him to. But as the season went on, he started cooking. Like, him and George Pickens were just,
So after that loss to the Eagles, after that whole pit, which, honestly, you really came out of that pit with some pretty good, yeah, you only put up 3 points against Buffalo.
But still, that's against Buffalo.
Oops. But then the next week you get a win against Tampa Bay. Okay.
Yeah,
Which I think
And
is
the next week
it's an achievement in and of itself.
the next week Kenny Pickett gets a chance for his first game-winning drive and unfortunately comes up short, but led the team down the field quite well.
Yeah, he can't.
They lost 16-10. Whoop-de-doo.
I mean, still.
You put up 13 points against the Eagles, which I'm gonna be honest, that's more than I thought they were gonna put up.
I think it's an achievement in and of
And
itself.
then after that stretch, you only lose 2 the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Which I think is outstanding for a rookie
And-
quarterback.
Both of those losses weren't double-digit losses. The first one came to the Bengals, which they lost only by a touchdown. The next one was 2 points against Baltimore, which then they avenged that win. So I think next year, the Steelers could be a very dangerous team come this time next year.
It has the potential to be. If Kenny Pickett still plays as he did at the end of the season, I think the Steelers are going to be dangerous later on down the road.
I don't think Kenny Pickett threw an interception after
Since
that
bye week,
after that bye week.
No,
I really don't think he
he's
did.
not. He's
If
not.
he did, it was 1. Let's see. Kenny Pickett finished with 9 interceptions.
Now, I'm going to be honest here. Do I think the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl next year?
Oh,
Absolutely
no.
not.
No, and I don't think so either. I don't.
Wild card team. That's all.
I
Yeah,
don't
they'll
think
be a
they're
wild
even
card team.
close. They're going to be a wild card team at best.
Eagles are a 1-year wonder. Just wait.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Same thing as that last Super Bowl we won.
Yeah. After that last Super Bowl, didn't you all suck for 5 years?
We did, but you gotta think we didn't have.
No, I'm just picking on you. No, really, the Eagles are here to stay. They're here to stay.
Yeah, for the-
Now,
Unfortunately,
are they here
they
to
are.
stay as the number 1 team in the NFC? Probably not.
Probably.
Not.
Dallas.
The
No.
Chiefs have been.
Yeah, but they're the Chiefs. They have Mahomes.
But they have Mahomes.
Okay.
Who's to say?
Right now,
Everyone.
Pretty much everyone, honestly.
Everyone.
if that issue with DeMar Hamlin did not happen, the Bills would be the 1 seed
No, I
right
still
now.
think Chiefs would be.
The Bills would be. The Bills would have won that game.
Yes, 100%.
The Bills would have won that game. And just wait, AFC Championship, Bills are coming out on top. You cannot tell me that they're going to lose. No.
Hey, well, if they gotta get past the wild card rounds first. They gotta get past.
Yeah,
the-
Skylar Thompson's going to beat the Bills, guys.
Yes, sir.
He might.
Yes, sir.
Camden, I will give you the biggest kiss ever
If
Skylar Thompson
Not watch.
somehow finds a way to beat Josh Allen at Buffalo.
Hey, dude.
At Buffalo,
Doesn't matter
dude.
where it's at.
Okay, so Kenny Pickett threw. Okay, so he threw 1 pick over these last stretch of games,
Ooh.
and that was against Las Vegas. That game was -4 degrees.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how cold he was. Probably. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I see this. I see on the stats here on that first loss to Baltimore. It says he was 0 for 1. I'm like, what? He got hurt. He got a concussion against Baltimore.
Yeah.
It
That
was the
first
helmet.
game.
Ever since he changed the helmet, he was a new guy.
Dude, that helmet.
It was the helmet.
He's a
Tua
dog.
needs that helmet.
Because against Baltimore, he went 15 for 27, 168 yards, and a touchdown
Ooh, that's it.
with some gorgeous passes.
You showed me, I think.
Well, I showed you this weekend. He had a gorgeous pass to Deontay Johnson for a 2-point conversion in the end zone, just right over top. A gorgeous pass. I think Kenny
Sometimes
Pickett's.
He caught it. Johnson, he can't pitch. Ever.
Don't get me started. But for him to be thrown in, he didn't play the whole year, and to throw 7 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. Because if he did not start out his NFL career against those teams, he would not have 9 interceptions. He'd have more touchdowns than
No, I
interceptions.
don't know about that. Oh, most of his picks were him just slinging it deep.
It's probably the play calling,
So,
too.
Yeah,
Right.
so I don't know if it's the team.
But I think the Steelers are. I really think
They have something.
They have something. Their offense is talented. The defense has always been talented. That was without a question.
Hey, can we watch the Nets Celtics at 7:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're still recording in 30 minutes.
It's a much better.
I'm
game.
hoping we're done by then.
Well,
So you're kicking us out?
No.
the thing is,
Just-
like, everyone expected Pickett to do good his first year because he was the most ready quarterback. Like,
He was the most
can
ready.
He take the next
Because,
step?
like, people
Yeah.
people were talking, oh, the Steelers should have took Malik Willis over. Dude, Malik Willis got benched
He's terrible.
for Josh Dobbs, who, I mean, Josh Dobbs played pretty well for the
Sam
Titans.
Howell though,
Sam Howell, man.
he's
Sam Howell, man.
he's something.
He actually played a lot better this past
He
weekend.
played really good.
I don't know. Kenny Pickett will be interesting because now he's only going to develop in the offseason. So I think next year the Steelers offense, if they should fire Matt Canada, but if they don't, that's okay.
I think
He may go into next season on a very short leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
As long as Kenny Pickett's at the helm, I feel like the Steelers are going to be okay.
They need to get him an O-line.
They do, and I feel like they will. And I feel like if they can bring back Cam Hayward, he is
That
playing
would
really
be-
well.
That would be.
Obviously, you're going to have TJ.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick, he's staying.
They need to keep Derek Watt.
Yes.
Because they were able to use him in some packages that were really impressive. So I think you keep this team together, plus you're going to add some off-season, some ads, and in the draft, every year it seems like the
Pick
Steelers
14.
draft wide receivers.
Yeah. Well, in the third round, third.
They don't need to draft wide receivers.
Oh, you could use the third. You got Sims, but he's.
You could trade Deontay
maybe the
away.
fifth.
I think
they
I'll
should
probably-
trade.
No.
I would trade him.
Mm.
The guy,
Trade anybody.
I'd trade Deontay. I mean, the guy,
Well,
come on.
When's his contract up? Because that's the thing with the Steelers.
They just signed him to an $18 million deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're paying $18 million
For a receiver who
through a
Open.
season through the guy who can't
All
make a
right.
touchdown.
He
The
gets
listeners
open.
are sick and tired of hearing about a team that did make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
move on.
Why
So
are
I'm
we
not going to
calling-
talk about the Eagles. I'm going to sit here and let's talk about,
Talk about
the
Miami
AFC.
Dolphins and the-
Baltimore and Cincinnati just
I mean,
played
yeah.
last week, right?
I think the
Lamar
that's-
Jackson
yeah.
for the, God, what is it, 38 straight days now has not practiced?
The Bengals are gonna kick.
Really?
Oh,
The Bengals are gonna kill him.
For sure.
From experience of watching the Ravens the past couple weeks, Tyler Huntley is not the answer.
No.
I feel like they probably should have kept Trace McSorley. I feel like he's more of a quarterback
Oh,
than
yeah,
anybody
no,
else.
no.
But they're just not going to be able to get it done with Trace McSorley.
No.
You mean Huntley?
But yeah, sorry, with Tyler Huntley. They're just not going to be able to get it done. And it is what it is.
So Ravens always find a way to flop like in the first round.
Well, that proves how
Well-
valuable Lamar is because they have no one else
'cause-
except for Lamar. Lamar
He-
makes
he-
his success.
He has one playoff win in his career, I believe.
Yeah, because he doesn't have.
Yeah, because he
people
doesn't
around him.
play. He can't make it to the end of the season. He's injury prone. Just
What
like how
happens when you get a
RG3
scrambling
was.
quarterback? Exactly.
I mean, they.
Hurts. He's gonna.
No. Just how Carson Wentz was. Carson Wentz had that one good year.
Scramble.
Now look at him.
Well, because yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Carson Wentz didn't even win the Super Bowl for the Eagles.
Yeah, but they
Then
wouldn't have
towards
got there
ACL.
without him. If they didn't, they wouldn't. Have.
That's
You
right.
can't tell me
Yeah.
that
They wouldn't have got
Lamar only has a sprained MCL. If he's been out 38 straight days, the guy had to tear something.
That was a PCL.
Either way, it's got to be more than a sprain if he's out 38 straight days.
Okay.
Anywho,
Okay.
And
Any-
they
any
just
move.
went and got money. They just gave Roquan Smith
They
a
did.
crap ton of money. It makes me
they're
feel
gonna
like
trade him off.
they're gonna let Lamar walk, because he's a free agent.
Mm,
They only signed him right. It was only 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Or
No, he's
they
got
didn't even.
the end of his contract.
Yeah, I don't see Lamar playing in Baltimore next year.
Okay,
I agree to a
That's
certain
the
extent.
Bengals are gonna kill him. Ravens are out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles are the ones.
I'm going to AFC
I
first.
know, kidding. Go.
But no, I asked a sincere question though. Where's Lamar gonna play next year?
New York
Which
Giants.
really?
Giants?
I feel like Daniel Jones is putting up decent
I could
numbers.
see him actually go to either New York team, which is
I
Jets. They need a
The
quarterback.
Jets need
They
a quarterback
could
more
win.
than the Giants.
They could win.
Daniel Jones. I mean, I know Daniel Jones
He's
has not
playing
played
good.
bad.
No, he's playing. He's like playing top 15 guy.
I
I
mean-
you're right. I don't know.
I mean, all I gotta say is, no.
The Giants need better wide receivers.
They do.
They
They do.
for sure. Yeah,
They
got
do.
everything.
But the Jets don't.
The Jets can win.
Jets
now.
don't.
If with
They need a
Lamar, the
quarterback,
Jets
but-
can win a Super Bowl. I can see.
Yes.
it. 100%.
I could
They need a
agree
few
with
more
that.
linemen.
I just
Yeah, but I mean, they could.
I don't know. The Giants
If you're the Jets, you go out there this offseason, bid like a mother
Or-
Lamar,
for sure.
and then you draft some O-linemen.
do you
and
look
then
at the
go.
future if you're the Dolphins?
No.
Because Tua,
Tua's good.
I am
I'm
having
sorry.
a hard time believing Tua is going to play again.
He'll play again for sure.
I think we'll play
Are
again.
you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
I
The
think-
dude's brain cannot be healthy.
It's
It's got to be straight mush.
Mm.
I mean, he's what, out his third week now with a concussion? That's not
No, it's
normal.
more than that.
It's not normal, man.
I'm sorry.
He's spent
I
more
said-
time on the bench with a concussion than I think he's had playing time.
I'm
No.
No.
I'm gonna continue.
And
saying
no,
this,
his
even though-
first injury against the Bengals was spine. Wasn't even concussion.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It
His
wasn't.
head just didn't bounce
No,
up.
it was
And his hands didn't,
Bills.
like...
you
The
know.
Bills. The Bills was the spine.
He wasn't making. He wasn't,
Again.
He wasn't making gang
Again.
signs.
Again.
It was.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I know.
If you're the Dolphins, would you try to go out and get Lamar?
No shot.
I mean,
No shot.
it's not a bad option. I don't think.
No shot. No shot.
I wouldn't see like sign him to a. Cheap,
I just want Lamar out of the
Cheap?
AFC
How are you going to
North.
sign him to a cheap deal?
That's all I gotta say.
It's Lamar. You're not going to sign him, be able to sign him cheap.
I'm saying sign him to a 1-year deal. See what happens.
Will he
and
want a
then-
1-year
No,
deal?
he won't want a 1-year deal. He'll want a
Because if he
max.
gets injured again, he's probably
Exactly, then
he
he's
wants
then
to
his
walk
career's
down
done.
for like
Paid.
5+ years.
Yeah, he wants paid.
Yeah.
He should have got paid, which they were smart not paying him this year. But either way, Lamar's future is probably up in shambles right now. I mean, he hasn't practiced, and I'd assume if he doesn't even if he practices tomorrow, he won't play. Right? I mean, I don't know. It's interesting to see what happens there, but
I mean, if you're the Steelers, do you look at Lamar?
no. God no.
I'm just doing it.
God no.
No.
My
have
dad
your
my
guys.
dad told me this. The Rooneys know when a guy's career is done or a guy just isn't good. For example, AB. They let AB walk at the right time. Martavis Bryant, they let him walk at the right time. James Harrison, let him walk at the right time because then he retired 2 years
They didn't
later.
let
He came
Ben
back to
Roethlisberger
he came
walk
back
at the
for
right
one.
time.
They let God
They
they
let-
let God they
around
let
like
Ben
5
they
years
let
later.
Ben walk at the right time. I strongly believe that.
For 5 years?
I think it was a bit
He was
late,
terrible
honest.
for the last 5
It wasn't a
years.
bit late. I think it was the offensive coordinator. They
He was a bottom 30 quarterback
Come on now.
last year or whenever.
who's playing OKC and Philly? Gotcha.
7-6.
Ben Roethlisberger was a bottom 30 quarterback.
Anyway, what game we up to now?
Well, we're just doing some
just
chat.
talking to teams.
I think a game that's really going to be
Yeah,
better
that's-
than everybody thinks is Saturday at 8:15.
I couldn't
Chargers
agree more.
and Jacksonville.
Couldn't
That's
agree
going to be a
more.
really good game.
I think Jaguars
Yes.
take it.
They could.
I
If
would
Mike-
love to see the Jaguars.
They're
It's down to Mike Williams.
I would
If
love
Mike,
to see.
If Mike Williams healthy, Chargers for sure. But
I
if
would
not,
love.
You know who's gonna be a shocking performer in that game? Jesse Palmer.
Yeah, I could see it.
I feel like
I could see
okay.
it.
Zing.
So the Jaguars all year, their specialty has been making the quarterback uncomfortable and getting him out of the pocket.
But
Well,
just-
Justin Herbert's
He likes
Justin
going
Herbert's the thing that he's been comfortable with is getting out of the pocket and
Exactly.
throwing on the run.
Exactly. They're gonna have to
So it's
change
going to
something
be what does Jacksonville do to counter that? So I think if Jacksonville can counter that and make something happen, I think Jacksonville can easily win this game.
I mean, Herbert's comfortable throwing from anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can't I don't even know if you do.
I also
anything to
feel like
stop
Trevor
Herbert.
Lawrence is playing very good football at
Exactly,
the
yes,
right
he
time.
is, he is,
They
he
are
is.
another team that is like the Steelers.
He could be a
won the
surprise.
last X amount out of
Yeah,
the
but
last
Steelers,
8 or 6.
I
or
mean,
whatever.
yeah, exactly.
So it's it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
I wouldn't say Kenny Pickett is a trouble.
So I think Jacksonville can move on.
They could.
Now you're moving to the next game, the 2-7 game in the AFC. If Miami had Tua,
Oh,
Can we
They
stop
could
talking
win.
about this?
Sure.
They're gonna get killed.
no, they're gonna get
quit
killed.
complaining.
I just feel
But-
bad.
Then they play.
You.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Buffalo's going to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Buffalo's
sure.
going to win.
But
Then
I'm just glad they made playoffs. I'll take because the
I-
past 2
I
years
agree.
they've been right on the verge.
I agree, but
It's
the
just- it's always
streak,
been
the
up to
streak
us.
of
We just-
not winning a playoff game is most likely going to continue, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just how it goes. What's this notification from the Steelers app? Dang it! I was hoping it's like the Steelers fire Matt candidate or something.
It's never gonna happen.
No,
Anyhow.
it won't, because he had a stellar
At least
last half of the
yeah.
season. But in the NFC, number 5 Dallas at Tampa Bay.
That's gonna be a good
Mm,
It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
game.
this one's a toss-up.
I
I
see
see them.
It's gonna be a toss.
I really would love. I hate the Cowboys and I hate the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Go Buccaneers.
So I just wish that they could like both cheat and just both get eliminated, and then
They both.
But you know, if
Hey.
they both cheat, they're always gonna say, "Oh no, Brady didn't cheat." And they're gonna let him go.
Go Buccaneers.
Go. Well, you're scared of the boys, huh?
I just don't like them. The
Mm.
sooner the elimination, the better.
I mean, and then here's my next thought. The next game. Giants and Vikings.
I could see Giants.
I see Giants winning this one because they almost pulled it out last time.
I
And
can see
that
it.
one was at Minnesota. It was a whiteout at Minnesota. Like, it was a big game. There was, like, not an empty seat.
Like the
They
Vikings.
They already got their
Vikings
tickets.
are not.
I think the Giants
The
all the
Vikings
way.
are not nearly as good as a team as their record shows.
Daniel Jones is playing
They beat the
stellar
Bills.
football right now.
Yeah, Jefferson beat the Bills.
Still on the team.
I
They're not
just...
nearly as
Same
good.
I
reason
don't
why Tyreek.
Dolphins beat the Bills?
Same,
Ugh.
exactly. Tyreek and Tua, they played good.
Tua's not playing. No, so-
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Against the Bills?
No,
But then...
he's out. Remember?
The game that they won the first
Oh
time.
yeah. In the game that they lost, they only lost by a game-winning field
We're
goal
gonna
in
have
the
to
snow
see-
in Buffalo.
And
So-
then, I mean,
Everyone,
props...
the national anthem's on the Sixers game.
okay, dude.
That's cool. You want me to get to the Eagles so bad, but now you want me to stop. So we're just going to...
Alright, we'll
Yeah.
skip the
Seattle
Eagles.
and San Francisco. Brock Purdy's playing stellar football.
San Fran for sure.
Geno Smith has been playing good football all year.
Brock Purdy.
This one's a toss-up
Okay, the fact that Geno Smith is in the playoffs, I'm just happy about that.
fair.
because they didn't write back. He didn't write back. He didn't write back, did he?
I'm not going to say.
I just love how he eliminated his former team, the team that drafted him. That's just my thing.
I think Purdy's good.
He's not gonna make it.
I just don't. I just want to see how he does against a good defense.
Me too.
Yeah.
Before he hasn't played one.
That's just same as Hurts.
So I
wanna
think
see like the Eagles against a good defense.
So Dallas Cowboys defense is subpar.
Yeah.
No, you only put up how many points? Yeah.
That's the amount of salt that's coming out of.
I mean, once you beat the Bills, you can talk to them.
All right.
I think I would love a Super Bowl as long as Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes is not in the Super
Yes.
Bowl. I'm okay with
I
that.
want new teams.
I want Jalen Hurts
Bills.
and Josh Allen. That's what I want.
Yes.
No.
Josh Allen, Joe Burrow
Yeah.
in the AFC Championship.
That would be a good game. I could.
As
And
long,
And
look,
DeMar Hamlin is in attendance. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
Yes.
that
That's
would
what
be
I want.
great. Yeah.
Look. I've been wanting to talk about DeMar Hamlin for a good bit.
We were
I'm
good
just
there.
look. I think it's a tragedy that happened. No one was at fault at all.
No.
Like
No one says
No,
that.
to those of you that were out there saying it was T. Higgins' fault,
No!
you should have a seat in hell for you.
Honestly.
because literally.
But am I wrong?
They should.
No.
That's
It's
terrible.
not T's fault. Don't
No.
put that on
It is
T.
what
A
no one's
24-year-old?
DeMar made a football move.
Yes.
And
Higgins made
the-
a football move.
Okay, so
It's
what
just-
happened to DeMar was a case where if your body makes an impact at the very
Like,
millisecond,
one in a
millisecond,
million chance of happening.
your heart gets out of rhythm. The chances of that happening are like 0.0000001. Like the chances are so rare. And the fact that it happened is just unfortunate. It's not T's fault. T did nothing. T was playing football, what he was drafted to do, what he's talented to do. The gifts that God gave him, he was using.
Yes, and even after the hit, he got up, right?
Yes, he got up
Yeah,
and
he got
then
up,
fell backwards.
and then he fell down.
It's just unfortunate the timing that it happened. And luckily, we're not sitting here today talking about, DeMar Hamlin and what a great life he lived. Now we're going to talk about the great comeback story that DeMar's going to have.
Yeah.
You think he's playing again?
Yeah.
I mean,
I seriously think, because
definitely not this
put this,
year.
'Cause he
the
was-
guy that's playing for Kansas State, what's his name? They transferred from Florida that had that issue on the court.
It's not like it'll happen.
He came back and played, and look at him.
You're right.
The dude's having a
I mean,
great year.
Chris
DeMar
Letang-
Hamlin comes
Chris
back.
Letang, 2
Gone.
strokes. He's still playing.
Letang should not be playing. If I was the doctor, I'd tell him not to play. But hey,
Well, they
it is
did.
what it is.
Man,
He said he knows the risk. He's
Hey,
just
that's
he's
whatever.
in the game, so he's gonna play.
the man is made of iron, but that's a completely different story.
No, he's not. He's made of sticks. He gets hurt every year.
But still, the
Just
fact
he
that
just wants to play.
DeMar Hamlin is out of Cincy, last I heard.
He left the hospital.
He's in a hospital in Buffalo, which is outstanding to hear. And then also his GoFundMe page is over like 8 million, I believe.
Why does everyone almost dying since he?
Fact,
Hamlin,
Ryan
Tua.
Shazier, Jesus.
Oh, he was a bust.
Was it a bust? He just got
I can't say-
paralyzed.
Yeah, I know. I can't say that. I always tell my brother he's a bust.
No, he is not a bust.
He's
It's
a bust in
awful.
Steelers.
It's
bad.
awful.
I know, I can't say that.
But either way, I think in the Super Bowl it's going to be the Bills and Eagles. Now, who wins? I don't know. I want
I
to
would
see
want
these
the
two
Bills
teams
to win.
play.
I just want to see. Yeah,
I wanna
feel
see
like-
the Bills
I
win.
feel
I
like
want the Bills to
after what happened to DeMar, I feel like the Bills are gonna
No.
have no.
the Bills don't have.
The
Von
Bills are
Miller.
gonna have.
They're not as good as a team as they
Look,
nearly were hyped up.
I'll
to be.
counter that.
They may not be as good, but they're gonna have the momentum. I feel like since DeMar Hamlin's back, they're gonna be playing for DeMar. They're going to have that much more
Yeah,
momentum.
but you're acting like every team doesn't have something to play for.
I feel like
It's the playoffs.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that they
Exactly.
don't. I'm just saying that they have a little bit more to play for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, every team is playing for the Super Bowl, obviously, but the Bills would also be playing for the Super Bowl and for DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Like in when it comes to storylines, the Bills I think are most in the seat of like the greatest story this season in the playoffs. Like, could you like it'd be like the Ravens back in 2013 when Ray Lewis went down, but he came back a few games later and saying that if they were to lose in the playoffs, he was going to retire after that year regardless.
Well, the best story would be the Dolphins if they win.
I'm just saying this is an example.
Just saying.
They're not
But
going.
the Ravens
they're not,
the Ravens
but
went on
if-
to beat
I
the
think the Eagles would be a
Patriots,
pretty good
and then
story.
they went on to win the Super Bowl for Ray Lewis.
What do they have? They're just they got a stacked team. They won.
I mean, we had a few injuries.
I mean, I could reference the Eagles as well when they won their Super Bowl, but to be fair, they also destroyed their entire city after they won. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying.
Well, that
That's
was
Philadelphia fans.
That was well deserved. The destruction. Everything was reimbursed. Everyone's like, oh, these places went bankrupt. No, they got reimbursed by the city. Kiss my ass, everyone.
But
I won't
still,
say that. Chain's gone forever.
but my point is, I feel like the Bills have that much more to play for because of DeMar.
That's why they're going to the Super Bowl. Because
Yes.
of that? Yeah.
So
Yes.
we'll go right back into this, but I just want to say, Bob Huggins said on his radio show that he was not involved with the firing of Larry Harrison.
Okay.
Okay, so
But he could have been involved. That's the thing.
he
just
said he
let them
wasn't
go.
as involved with the Larry Harrison
He
dismissal as
wasn't
people
as
think.
involved.
Exactly.
I really think it was.
AD.
Yeah,
And I think he didn't really care.
I don't
He,
think he
he
cared
just
either.
said, oh, "Okay, go."
But either way, back to the point. I think the Bills.
Ugh.
I don't know.
They're
The
not-
Bill, okay,
they're
if
not
the
near-
I don't
Bills
know.
are going to go. To
We'll
win.
see. We'll keep up with this, and we'll talk about as we
Yes.
see the wild card matchups happen.
We've still
We'll see.
never seen Josh Allen win in clutch.
I
Like
know.
he has what? Though he led the league in red zone picks.
Yeah.
You can't turn
The,
the ball over
the
in the red
Bills in
zone.
total, like turnovers.
Exactly.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah.
They're an
Jo-
explosive team. They're a good team, but can
Josh
they
Allen
win
has
when they need
Josh
to win?
Allen has a chance to erase that. He's got a chance.
Mm.
Just saying.
Led the league in red zone picks and
He has a chance to say, yeah, he might have led the league in red zone picks, but he also went on to win the Super Bowl.
dude, you're such a bandwagon.
I'm
You
just
are.
saying, the
You are.
reason why I love the Bills so
Like
much is
Bama. Why do you like Alabama?
my
Roll
cousin
Tide,
goes
guys.
there. My cousin goes to Bama.
Roll
I'm not saying he's not a
I'm a Bills
bandwagon.
fan now. Woo.
They started shit posting in the middle of the season. That's why I like the Bills.
Lamar Jackson got hurt. I like the Bills now.
Bro, I never even claimed to be a Ravens fan.
Any
the
more
only reason
words
why
on
I'm a
the
Ravens
playoffs?
fan is to piss this guy
Can we
off.
move to a different? Let's.
NHL. Let's talk about NHL. Come on.
Okay, the Capitals are going.
So
down.
What do you mean?
Clemson is targeting TCU offensive coordinator Garrett Riley to become Clemson's
I
new
got that
offensive
alert.
coordinator.
Okay, yeah.
That's interesting. But either way, yeah. So I don't know. We can talk more about the NFL playoffs next week as we
When
get
the
into
Eagles are actually playing in a week.
When the
Yeah,
Dolphins
exactly.
move on.
dude. So yeah. I just can't wait for this. For the CFL to start back up. I can't wait. It's the real football.
I will be watching the XFL though.
The XFL was actually pretty good.
I went to the first XFL game in 2020.
That's
so-
actually cool.
Griff, I said we weren't going to talk about baseball. This is actually really interesting news.
No.
The Dodgers have officially released Trevor Bauer.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
They are set to pay him $21 million. Who picks him up next?
Phillies. It's possible. They need another starting pitcher. Why
I
not?
do need another starting pitcher.
The...
But you're not just picking up Trevor Bauer. You're picking up every lawsuit that's with him.
There's only one lawsuit. It's the same person. There's not multiple cases.
Exactly, yeah.
Either way.
But I mean,
And then Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
What
Fails
the?
2 physicals.
What
2
the
different
heck?
teams and gets picked up at the same team.
There's got to be something wrong, right? He fails. Okay, you fail the one physical. Oh, maybe it's the doctor. Fail the second one.
that's
Okay, maybe it's the guy.
That's a head scratcher.
I swear, if he comes out and they're like, Minnesota comes out and it's like, yeah, he failed his physical.
They already paid him. The contract's been signed.
Yeah, that was a stupid choice.
definitely.
Because if there's something wrong with the first 2 physicals, likely something wrong with the
Fool me
third.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
You're not going to get me talking about any sympathy with Carlos Correa. So,
No, I'm just saying.
he cheated.
Oh no, we'll see what happens. So a lot of stuff's going on free agency around the MLB. Not really much to talk about, but had to touch on it.
You mentioned Trey Turner? Great signing.
Who did he sign with? Huh?
Phillies.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
You
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
did.
that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. That was a while ago, though, wasn't it? That was a while ago.
Oh, no.
You know,
So-
Quinn, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you were talking about the CFL earlier.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, I have a fun fact. That's all I've got to say. That's all.
Hurry up.
I'm going to leave.
My great uncle did play for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all I really want to say. That's it, really.
Yeah. So Camden,
What's up?
Camden,
what's up, man?
how you doing?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm chilling. You know.
How are the Sharks?
The Sharks, oof, they're tanking for Bird.
Sharks, man.
I don't care.
Hey,
anymore.
You
they're
need
not in last
some-
At
place.
this point, I
Hey,
just want some players.
they're not in last.
They're not in last.
They're not in last.
Like third to last, right?
I
The
would.
Ducks.
The
Ducks.
are not
Which
good.
is
Dude,
You know why
tragic.
the
If
Ducks are in last?
Get Berard.
The Ducks don't do well on ice in general.
No, they don't. But it's
Classic.
tragic.
So why is that going to be your hockey mascot? I've always thought that. Like, you know,
Well,
like
you know where the
shouldn't
Ducks
it
came
like
from,
right?
right?
Shouldn't it be, you know, like I mean you got
Everyone
the
knows
Devils.
what
The,
the Ducks
I mean, Devils aren't really good on ice either.
no, they're not. That's what I'm saying. You got the Devils,
Coyotes?
Hurricanes.
Yeah, these-
You know, not really.
Capitals are great on ice. Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
I mean, to be fair, I think the best name in the NHL when it comes to making sense for hockey is the Penguins.
I was gonna say it's got to be the Penguins.
And for
The
God's sake,
Penguins or
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs, makes
Maple
sense,
Leafs
sort of.
or
Canadians.
the Sabres.
Canadians. It's like,
Sort of.
Canadians,
the
kind of.
Sabres?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I guess.
Well, did you know that when the Penguins first became a team, do you know what the arena that they played in was called? It was
Oh.
called Mellon Arena,
Yeah,
right?
Iceberg.
Melanie the Iceberg.
No, it was called the Igloo.
Yes. Equal.
We were close.
No, you weren't.
You
All I'm saying
So-
is they played in the Igloo. The Penguins, who live in a cold environment, who play hockey, play in the Igloo. That just makes sense.
Yeah, but
I mean,
now it's PPG paints.
So
I'm just saying.
so if
Really poetic.
so right now on the Eastern Conference side, if the season ended today, the 2 wildcard spots would go to the Caps and the Penguins.
Yes. Which is where they're usually at this
The
point.
Bruins
That's
are
fair,
playing
that's fair.
exceptional hockey right now.
The
I-
Bruins are.
I
That's actually
watched-
unreal. For
I
a hockey
watched-
team to only have 4 losses
Yeah,
is
this
insane.
I
And
watched
this
Like
far in the
basketball,
season?
football, yeah, because
Okay, but
like,
hockey's
hockey is down to like luck.
the
most of
Penguins
the
actually
games.
almost lost the other
So
night.
it's-
Who'd they play the other night?
They play. No, they won.
They almost lost though.
They
It
played
was this game.
Canucks.
So no, it
No,
was
they
this
played
game.
the Canucks. The last
Oh,
team they played
oh,
were the Canucks. And their backup goalie came in, and he's
Who, the
good.
Penguins?
So it was Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
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 So-
He's
they
good.
played the Canucks.
They were down 3-0.
Yes, they were, and they rallied.
And then
put
they
in the
came
new
back.
Goalie. They put in the other guy.
Yeah.
They pulled him up.
Yeah.
He's good, really good. So yeah, the Penguins got something in him.
Definitely.
With
The guy hadn't played all year.
No.
I saw something.
Well,
a few
something
days
tells
ago
me
where,
he's gonna be playing.
Oh, for sure. DeSmith. No.
Yeah, he hasn't played all year.
Smith has been horrible.
DeSmith is terrible.
Yeah, he really has not played all year.
It's pretty
No,
funny,
he's an A. He was. They just brought him.
Did they
up
just
from
bring
the
him
AHL.
up?
Yeah.
You know,
So
I saw
Like
something
last
the other day
game
where
when he played this game.
the team was performing pretty poorly, I guess. And they actually both goalies got hurt, and they had to bring in their emergency goalie. I don't know who it. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
what team
he
it was.
played for the. That was
He played
Maple
for the other
Leafs,
team.
Carolina.
Yeah, that's what it was,
Carolina.
I think.
Yeah, no.
Or
Jets.
no.
Jets, because remember Line. It was Jets. Was it the Jets Leafs?
I think it was just Leafs.
Yeah. Then the
I mean,
Jets emergency goalie played for the Leafs.
Mhm.
oh,
He won the game.
Doug Nestor's
What
coming
also happened
back.
with the Blackhawks?
Yeah, I saw that.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think his name was like Scott Forrester. I think.
Scott, yeah.
Foster.
Scott Foster, yeah.
No, that was
not
the
sure.
Blackhawks.
Yeah. That's what we're talking
It
about.
happened both 2 times. Was it Scott Sterling?
But
Scott
think that was him.
Sterling!
Any other words on hockey?
not
The
really. I
Canadians
mean,
are bad.
there's not much that you can really talk about right now.
Actually,
But as the
wor-
season
like,
goes on,
Berard, who
Um,
this is huge. Like if the Ducks get Connor Berard,
Ovechkin's
that's-
doing Ovechkin things.
got him right.
Yes.
he is.
The
Sidney Crosby is doing Sidney Crosby things.
He is.
Actually, you know what? This is surprising.
The Sharks are the Sharks.
Eric Carlson is back. $11 million. It is
Wait,
now
Camden.
looking like it's worth it.
Look,
It's the 28th.
do you
What?
think
Same
Yeah,
as
they
in
play.
Pittsburgh,
I can't
baby.
go. Though. I don't
two
know.
things that I'm seeing right now?
You can't go.
I know. I forget why.
Two things that I'm
It's
seeing
Saturday.
right now.
It's on a Saturday.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Why
it's
can't I
Saturday
go?
the
What are you
28th.
on about?
Why can't I go? January 28th.
I mean,
think-
I'm gonna.
Oh,
be,
I have a tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a hockey tournament.
Yeah, nah.
Where?
I'm going to Harrisburg.
Oh, Florida hockey, is that right?
No. Oh, it's floor hockey.
Oh, it's,
No, it's ball hockey, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Camden can't play on ice anymore. They told him no.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
yes, I can. I play ice too.
No, you're not allowed.
No,
My bad.
two things that
I was gonna make the NHL.
Can I,
and blew out my knee.
can I just make a
That's a
point?
shame.
What's your point? What is
The
Griff doing?
Kraken is doing good.
Kraken are surprising.
The Kraken they're coming back.
What do you mean coming back?
Well, I mean, they're third in the Pacific.
Yeah, but what do you mean coming back? They were never good except for this year. Last year they were terrible.
Well, no, I'm saying
This year they were good.
Since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they were
weren't-
good.
They weren't great at the beginning,
Yeah, they
but
were.
now they're actually like
They were great at the beginning.
they're doing okay.
They
right
were
now.
great at the beginning.
The Avalanche though.
The Avalanche.
Avalanche
surprising
are
how bad they are.
It just goes to show that about.
I mean, they're in the playoffs. Like, oh no, they're not.
they're 20-16-3 right
Yeah.
now.
That's because I don't know.
Here, I'm only looking at they're third to last in the Central.
Yes.
Now I'm not sure what makes that in like league.
That's terrible.
But hold on, let me
In the league, they are. There's no numbers. I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 10. They're 20th, which means they're not making playoffs.
at least not yet.
Because it's 16
Or-
teams. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll turn it around. I could see them turning it around, for sure. But
I mean,
who knows? The Kings are surprising. I'm surprised they're.
the Kings have definitely surprised me. They're not in dead last, which I'm surprised.
Kings
about.
are top. They're 6th in the league.
Oh God.
I know. I mean, comparatively speaking to prior years where
I
they
know.
were just absolutely blowing it up.
Yeah. They still need to find a goalie though. I'm saying.
Well,
I mean,
either way, I don't know. There's not much you can really talk about in hockey right now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's sort of in the middle of the season. There's
you just don't know.
there's nothing really too exciting besides
Seattle's up on Boston right now.
As we speak.
Yeah.
Or
1-0.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, okay. Besides
Yeah, 1-0.
Ovechkin passing Gordie Howe.
That's pretty much it.
That's
Connor McDavid is doing Connor McDavid things.
But Connor McDavid. Okay, I'm sorry.
What are you gonna say?
Connor McDavid, he's a good player,
He's
right?
the best player in the NHL.
Okay, I will go that far. Connor McDavid is the greatest player in the NHL right
Currently,
now,
yes.
just based on talent.
Yes.
But he still can't win a cup with the Oilers.
Because he's been in the. He's 24, 25. He's
I'm
still
just
young.
saying he's been with the.
Dude, Ovechkin didn't win a cup till he was like 32.
I'm just saying that the Oilers need to figure something out.
Hockey is a team sport.
That's what I'm saying. We're violently agree on the same terms here.
McDavid is. He can like what are you saying? What's your point saying that? You're saying
The Oilers need to find more than just
No,
Leon
they're fine.
Draisaitl
No, they're fine.
and Connor McDavid.
They have Nugent Hopkins.
They do?
Yeah, they have Kane. Yeah, they're fine. They just need the.
I
win
thought
it, that's
Kane
all.
was gone, but still, when the Caps won the cup, they had Ovechkin, Backstrom, Oshie, Lars, Griffin.
What?
Who won? Who was on the team when the Caps won the
It
cup?
doesn't matter, dude.
You want everyone?
Well, I mean, like
I
Please,
said, I
no.
said,
players.
I was
saying, like,
trying
said
to
Connor
end
McDavid
this.
is
Jay
Connor
Beagle was up
McDavid.
there too.
Bagel.
But
This
my,
is
my,
irrelevant, dude.
It's so irrelevant. I don't know what
All
I'm
he's saying
talking
is
about.
the team has to have good players to win. Yeah, that's
My-
the whole
my
point.
point is,
The
I feel like
Oilers have those players.
Edmonton should have more
They
good
have
players
Jesse
than
Puljujarvi.
just Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid
They
and
have
maybe Evander Kane.
Plenty of guys.
But they haven't gone
Yeah,
anywhere in the
right.
playoffs.
Yes, they have.
They
Either
definitely,
way.
they definitely
They
should be
passed
better.
Either
than the
way.
record.
Yeah, no.
Either way.
They're a good team.
Hey, Griff.
You are.
Did you see the Live Tour's
No,
coming to West
sorry.
Virginia?
Who?
The Live Tour.
Yeah.
Guys
coming to
are
West Virginia, baby.
David,
You
Dude,
showed me that.
Tompkins.
But-
Did you get tickets?
They haven't gone on sale yet.
Pugliarvi, Yamamoto.
Okay,
Plenty of
but
players. Barry,
PGA Tour.
Norris, plenty of players.
All right, hey now. PGA Tour
The PGA
started
Tour.
today. Is the Sony Open in Hawaii. Jordan Spieth currently tied for the lead.
I saw my man KJ Choice up there.
Yeah, he's fourth, 4 under par
I love KJ
on the
Choice.
day. Brandon Steele is also 4 under par. Kirk, though, is in the lead at 6 under par. Golf
But
season.
it's
This is the
Thursday.
first. This is the first tournament of the season. Oh yeah,
It's Thursday.
Jordan
Thing
Spieth
is,
probably
Stuff
win.
is gonna change by Friday.
nah.
The
Jordan
leader right now is just gonna go.
Spieth would
overboard.
probably win.
Well, hold on. Who's in the tournament? Because I mean, here is it the Sony?
Yeah, no, not really anybody because it's the first one of the year.
Tiger Woods.
Black.
That's all I know.
Tiger, man, he looked rough in that
Did he actually?
Everyone relax.
with his son. He looked a little rough, but also he's got time to recover. You know that's why. But
I mean, to be fair, there really isn't that many notable players.
Dude, are you kidding me?
I mean-
Goya's playing.
I mean, besides Hideki Matsuyama,
A Long?
I
I
think
mean-
he's playing. I didn't think he was playing.
like the two players that I sort of
See, it's in the
recognize
case
right
I put
now
my phone.
are Matsuyama and Jordan Spieth.
What about
Uh,
what about H Hall?
Hall?
Yeah.
Where do you see? Hold on. Harry Hall.
Are you
yes.
kidding me?
Xander Schauffele withdrew.
Yeah, Schauffele
I don't know
withdrew.
who that is.
No, he withdrew the Tournament of Champions.
Give it to Harden.
I mean, like
That was last week. No, it
Harden.
wasn't. I don't know.
McElroy's not even.
What about Jack
No, the
Nicklaus?
McElroy. No, they're not playing right
Dude,
now.
what about Ben Hogan?
Ben Hogan?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's not in here. He just looked up like notable like golfers.
Dude,
But,
what
like,
about
But like I'm
Ernie
saying, like,
Camden.
like the only two golfers that I see here.
Ben Hogan's been dead for a couple years, buddy.
I've just been looking at the black and white ones. Name
Ben
Okay.
Hogan has been dead for.
Yo, why isn't Arnold Palmer in this tournament?
All
Like,
right, now.
jeez.
All right, we're gonna. All right.
I think we can wrap it up.
I think we are gonna wrap it
Yeah,
up. So
yeah.
this was episode 12, the PRT Boys podcast. We're back, starting second semester of college. Camden hasn't dropped out yet. I'm kind of shocked.
I'm doing great. What's going on right here?
Griffin hasn't dropped out yet. Griffin hasn't gained 15 pounds yet.
Griffin hasn't gotten an eviction notice yet.
Griffin needs to go to the gym.
Griffin needs
How
to
have you not gained weight?
You tell me.
Dude,
You saw what I ate yesterday.
Dude, I saw what you
You
ate.
saw it.
You told me you were not eating, and you went and ordered that. But I'm
You saw me walk up the stairs with more food. You saw me walk up the stairs with
Man,
chicken
that food
sandwiches.
smelled so good. I
It
almost
was
got me.
outstanding.
I almost went and got me some more.
I will throw that bottle
You like
right
how,
now.
you like how every time I walk down the stairs, I bitched
Let go of my
around
bottle.
with you.
Yes, it was
Let's go with
great.
my bottle.
Why?
Took your head.
All right,
all
but-
right, everyone.
God.
Either way, we're gonna end it right here. So this was episode 12 of the PRT Boys podcast. Thank you guys for listening on Spotify and or watching on YouTube. But Spotify, thank you guys for listening on there. Really, we've actually gotten. I can look at the stuff. We've actually gotten a lot of listeners over the past couple weeks, so that's actually pretty sweet. So thank you guys for listening, and
Whoa.
we will see you all next week. Hopefully, we can come back next week and talk about WVU's basketball program, turning
There
it
is a
back
guarantee
around.
for next weekend. At least one of our teams will still be in the playoffs. At least
Most likely going to
at
be
least
yours.
one.
At least.
Most likely going to be yours.
Where's
Most
You know
likely.
what?
do
That's
you mean?
okay.
Who's your team playing?
We're guaranteed to play next
Who's
week.
your team playing
Huh?
in the playoffs?
The Air.
Steelers
That's right.
versus Matt Canada.
Did not. That's the thing. The Steelers can never put
That sounds
themselves
like a
in
court case.
it's down to them. It's always down to other teams.
A couple
Yeah.
years ago, we won the AFC North.
No, they can never if you're gonna make because the Dolphins the last 3 years we just had to win another game and we would make it, but we never could. Steelers they just had other teams lose. They
Hey.
never put themselves in the position that it's up to them.
You
That's
pay the
why
right
they
person,
make
and
it.
you pay the right person.
Yeah, they can-
But anyways, that was episode 12 of the PRT Boys podcast. We hope you all liked it, and it's really gonna pay me to do my usual go ears, but I'm gonna say it. Thank you guys for listening, and go ears.